The creature resembled a sea devil fish, with 4 glowing appendages writhing from its head. Its enormous jaw gaped wide, bristling with countless razor-sharp teeth. Kyle stood on the bustling streets of Limiar City, his hand gently stroking the massive alien creature's scaled hide. The beast loomed beside the storefront like a living guardian, its ancient eyes watching passers-by, while it leaned into Kyle's touch with surprising docility.
"I wonder what it's called,"
said Kyle, his fingers touching the creature's rough textured skin as curious alien pedestrians dropped their jaws and ran in terror. Daniel, who had been watching the alien crowd, approached and hesitantly reached out to pet the creature, his touch cautious and brief, before he quickly pulled his hand away. He turned to Kyle with a bemused shake of his head.
"What is it with you and ugly things?"
Daniel asked, crossing his arms.
"First, that hideous alien who helped us drag the clunker into civilization, and now this monstrosity. I swear, Kyle, you're like a magnet for the galaxy's most grotesque creatures."
Kyle's expression softened as he continued stroking the creature's hide.
"It's not ugly, Daniel,"
he said quietly.
"You saw how those aliens reacted, running away in terror. I felt sorry for it."
He looked into the creature's ancient eyes, seeing something Daniel missed.
"Look at those eyes. There's no malice there, no evil. It's just misunderstood."
A green alien walked casually down the street until he spotted Kyle petting the creature. He stopped dead in his tracks and screamed at the top of his lungs.
"He's petting the Guardian!"
Before bolting into a nearby alley.
"See?"
Daniel said, gesturing toward the alley where the green alien had disappeared.
"That alien guy thing agrees with me."
Kyle's face flushed with anger as he turned on his friend.
"You should be asking around for the Pavilion of Vials instead of standing there, judging me with your gaze,"
he snapped.
"We would have found the place Khazar pointed us toward by now if you had just gone around asking like we agreed."
Daniel let out a long sigh.
"It would be a hell of a lot easier to ask around if you weren't scaring everyone on the street by playing with this ugly alien pet."
He shot back. Kyle's tongue was ready with a sharp retort when the large entrance of the store burst open, wooden doors studded with gemstones swinging wide, revealing a silhouette emerging from the shadows within. Kyle's eyes widened as the alien figure stepped into view, a female form with a green face and numerous tentacles cascading from her head like Medusa's locks. But instead of snakes, each tentacle tip gleamed with a viscous green liquid, almost dripping. Her arms were crossed tightly over her chest, and her pursed lips conveyed, in a single glance, that something about them was deeply bothering her.
"What do you think you're doing to my store guardian?"
she asked, her voice dripping with fury as the tentacles on her head writhed with agitation.
"I wasn't harming it,"
Kyle said quickly, raising his hands in a peaceful gesture.
"I was just petting it. I'm sorry."
For the first time, a hint of shock flickered in her eyes.
"Petting it,"
she repeated, her voice rising in disbelief. Daniel placed a hand on Kyle's shoulder, tapping it with that universal, "I got this" gesture. He glanced at the fearsome-looking beast, then back at the store owner.
"The two of us were just asking around for the Pavilion of Vials, and my friend Kyle got distracted by your beautiful guardian,"
he explained diplomatically. The store owner suddenly barked something that translated exactly to
"Cut the crap."
After taking a breath so deep that it made her already voluptuous chest inflate even more, she said,
"I know my guardian is anything but beautiful, and besides, it's not possible that you two were asking around for the Pavilion of Vials."
Daniel removed his hands from Kyle's shoulder and took a step ahead.
"Why isn't it possible?"
he asked, his voice carrying a hint of concern.
"Don't tell me we got unlucky and the place closed down."
The alien woman simply looked up and pointed at the sign above them.
"My store is the Pavilion of Vials,"
she said matter-of-factly,
And it's written right there on the sign in every official language of Lemire City.
Kyle finally smiled, and after petting the creature again, he explained to her in a gentle voice.
This is great. We missed the sign because we're humans and we're not from this city.
He paused, giving the guardian one more reassuring stroke.
Khazar told us about this place, said the owner could help us locate another human, Paul, a finder who would help us fix our broken ship.
Her expression suddenly turned strange.
You know Khazar?
She asked, surprise evident in her voice. She stared at both her guardian and at Kyle, then sighed deeply.
Of course. The human who is petting Boro knows Khazar.
Daniel joined the conversation, asking.
So will you help us find the finder?
He winced slightly.
That sounds weird when you say it out loud.
She thought for a moment, then shook her head.
No. Why would I help you?
She said firmly.
I don't know you. I don't trust you. I don't even think you should be here right now.
Kyle petted the creature again, and it reciprocated by lifting its massive head from the ground and licking him like an oversized, irradiated dog.
Come on.
Kyle said with a grin.
Even your dog trusts us. Why wouldn't you? Humans have an impeccable reputation across the consortium.
The owner looked at her guardian with disapproval and whispered,
No treats for you today.
She turned back to them and explained,
Boro trusts anything and is incapable of any violence. His appearance alone is enough to scare the junkies who come to my pavilion trying to buy something they're not authorized to.
She crossed her arms again.
Unlike my pet, I won't fall for cheap tricks from cheap humans. You should go away.
Kyle noticed Daniel was about to say something impolite and hit him with his elbow.
Please.
Kyle said earnestly, his voice taking on a desperate edge.
We would do anything for a chance to prove we're just looking for a finder. We don't know anyone on this planet, and perhaps this finder is the only other human in this city.
He looked at her pleadingly.
Please, you are our only chance.
Daniel added to Kyle's distress.
And we won't take no for an answer. Your guardian doesn't scare us.
She took another deep breath, her chest inflating and falling again.
Come inside,
she said, her tone resigned.
Since you claim so boldly that you would do anything, I have a test for you.
With that, she turned and entered the store. Daniel shook his head, looking deep into Kyle's eyes.
You really are a magnet for strange aliens.
Kyle petted the creature one more time.
Boro.
He said softly.
That's a good name.
He took a few steps toward the pavilion of vials, then turned back to Daniel.
Are you going to follow me, or are you going to chicken out?
Daniel didn't reply, and the duo entered the store, leaving behind the busy streets of Lemire City and a guardian that, hopefully, they would pet again on their way out.
Thank you for watching the second chapter of the Finder series. You can find the link to the next chapter in the video description. You can also like the video and subscribe to increase your chances of being notified whenever we post a new one. Hiss.